So, I've been thinking a lot about it, and did he raise me? I don't know. Did he do a lot of things with good intentions? Yeah. Did he do? Did he teach me values or responsibility or how to be successful? No. Did he demonstrate hard work? Yes. Did he demonstrate the value of having a career versus job hopping? No.
Yeah.
But
But in a way, indirectly.
But yes, because if nothing else, and I don't know, I have issues with Dad. That's on me. That's not on him. He did the best he could do. Okay, and so I either choose to fail or I choose to do the best that I can in spite of him. And I don't mean that like it's his fault.
Yeah.
I mean, he did show us hard work, always having the job, stuff like that. But he also, showed, it's like, wow, it's like when me and Michelle went through our toughest times, and stuff like that. And we had made a commitment that, okay, we're living in hell right now because of the way we're treating each other, but we're going to suck it up buttercup because of our kids. And we're not going to put our kids, Trent and Tyler, through what she went through and what I went through.
Mm-hmm.
So then you could
Same
say,
here.
yeah. So you could say he served, because there are good examples and bad examples. And it's like, thank you for showing me that because I don't want to do that to my boys.
Yeah, you can learn something from either one.
But you can either choose to say, oh, I'm going to do the same thing. So like Dad did, worked hard, went to the bar every night, which created problems with your mom and my mom.
Mm-hmm.
But that was his choice because he could have said, man, I don't like what my dad did to me. So you know what I'm going to do when I'm done working? I'm going to go home and hang out with my family. But he chose the other way.
And I think it caused problems with Chris too, because she was left to take care of you, and he wasn't around, right?
What does take care of Rick mean? That's not existent.
Just somebody to be there.
Somebody to be there while he was at the bar.
So that Richard could
Well, so what?
feel better about it.
No, so what?
But
so,
I mean,
so you're there.
She wasn't always there.
Yeah,
And when she was there, she wasn't there.
because there's a lot of mothers and fathers that are there that don't mean a damn thing. I don't remember Chris doing one thing for me.
oh wow.
Yeah, and after you said that, I tried to think of one and couldn't. So when she was there, she was in her princess bedroom. When she was gone, she was gone.
And if she came home and we were anywhere within her circle, we were in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I remember getting in trouble and she would grab me really hard on the arms here.
Doesn't remember
You
that
know,
because she-
I remember that, and she would put me underneath her desk in her room, and she'd keep me in there while she was doing whatever she was doing at her desk.
Mm-hmm.
I remember getting it. I don't know. I'm sure, I was being a little beast. Okay, so I got what I got, but she didn't. There was no like, hey Mark, hey Rick, it's time to get up. I made you guys breakfast.
No.
No.
Well, I'm sure she was kind of resentful of the fact that she just
Totally.
got, put in charge of these two little brothers. That why does she have to do that?
Right.
And that's
Because Richard should have been doing it.
Exactly.
but he was at work, and I agree that Chris could be resentful for that.
Yeah, and then at the bar.
Yeah.
I think
Oh
she's
yeah. That
right
was
to
what was
feel
the name of the bar? You remember? I know.
Um,
Up the street to Pikes Peak,
Two genies or the other one?
the one before Cucini's. Up.
Yeah,
Down
I
there,
know the location.
Go left.
It's not a bar anymore.
No, it was called the El Dorado.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because we always knew where Dad. I read because I knew you knew it. Too.
Yeah, I used to walk past it to go to the 7-Eleven or the Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah, right there on the corner. We go to the 7-Eleven.
Yep.
So was that every single day that he did that? I mean, like he did
Not the
come home
weekends.
first.
Usually not the weekends.
Yeah, but he would stay home
What
and
would he do for the weekends?
hang home and
We
drink.
go somewhere. We go to Pueblo, and he drink with his, and drop us off somewhere and go drinking with his brothers.
We spent a lot of time at Vicky's house.
Go, yeah, spend a lot of time at Manuel's house.
Yep.
or we go to the mountains.
You spent more time.
Once in a while, we
at
go to the
Mammoth
mountains.
more than I did.
Yeah.
But see, here's the thing. One of my greatest memories with Dad was going to get a Christmas tree, me, you, and him, and that meant so much to me. What did we do? We did that as kids because that spoke. So
Mhm.
there was a really good memory influence that he had, and we did that for years and years and years. Michelle wanted to get fake Chinese trees,
Mhm.
but I don't hold any resentment to that.
Nothing whatsoever.
Oh, no. Well, my survival, because the first 10 years of my marriage to Rick, I didn't feel like he accepted me at all. I would get weird looks. I would get weird comments. He was kind of harsh with me. And then one day I'm in the kitchen and he was over at our house for a visit and I'm making a meatloaf. And he's on me. He's in right here, just commenting.
Feel everything you're doing wrong.
Yes, like I cut the onion wrong.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I'm pulling out the meatloaf that's done. And I had gloves on, but it's still I was feeling burned. And I dropped it. And the meatloaf went everywhere. And he felt so bad for me. He apologized and went into cleanup mode to help me clean up the meatloaf. And from that moment on has treated me with such dignity and respect. Now, how did that turn? Because I made something happen.
He took some kind of responsibility for you dropping it. I guess he realized maybe he shouldn't have been doing that.
Mm.
It stressed you out. I mean, I don't know. That's a guess. Yeah.
I thank you because I never thought of it that way. I do know now that I can talk smack to him, and I do.
Mhm.
But I've got a kind heart, and I try to, like Brad and Rick will walk forward, and I stay back with him to give him my arm to hold on to. Just to stay at his pace. He has a lot of respect for me. Don't you think? He just enjoys seeing me.
Yeah. He's really responsive to you these days.
Yes, he likes you.
He likes me a lot. So I don't know why or how, but I just adore him. And he's been like a father figure to me because my dad died. We were a year into our marriage and he died. So from that point on, I've really not had a father figure. And so grandpa's kind of been that for me. But that's how I survived. And I'm not fully sure I understand how I survived. But before we put him in the nursing home, there were times when I was just not wanting to deal with him, not wanting to move his stuff from one storage unit to the other because we knew we were going to move him into the house.
But you only did that so you guys could steal his stuff.
Oh, yeah. All of his wonderful stuff. Start our own restaurant.
Yeah.
And gosh, it was like overthinking a lot with him.
Yeah. Well, I had
And I was worried about his dignity too.
Yeah.
So what were you going to say?
we had a friend who said something that I thought fit Dad really well, and that is he's an external processor. He doesn't think about things in his head before he says them. He says everything he thinks, and not all of it's worth hearing.
Who else is that way?